to my channel. I'm John, and it's been a while, so today I thought I would treat you with no less than 3 knives, and these are all sort of iterations of the same design, which is called Green Thorn F95 and I believe Hati as well. They are available at Chinese sites like AliExpress, DHgate, and probably other Chinese sites. I've even seen one of this design at Amazon as well. In my case, I have a carbon fiber version with titanium, the backside titanium, and a G10 version, rather nice color if you're into that sort of color, of course. And this is also titanium on the backside, and then this I have no better name for it than the turtle knife, all titanium. The price range is $60 to around $80, with the turtle knife being the cheapest and the G10 and then the carbon fiber being the most expensive. And as always with these Chinese sites, you may end up getting a good offer. That's more or less the day you come in, and if you're lucky, you might get it cheaper, and of course the other way, unlucky, you might get it a bit more expensive. This knife design is rather well known, and I'm making no excuses. This is a Zero design, but the price range for the originals of this would be from around $900 to over $1,000. I don't have that kind of money, so I guess I'll go for the let's call it homage knives. No branding of Shirogorov of any kind, and that's of course a nice thing. It puts them in a league with Ganzo and so on. And be aware, on those sites you can also find cheaper versions of these, but what I have is D2 version steel. The versions have D2 steel, I have to say, and titanium or whatever the scale is made of on the presentation side, and titanium for the rest. So that's the way it is, and let's have a quick look at the specifications. All of these are 9.5 centimeters in blade length, and the weight ranges from the lightest, which is a carbon fiber, which is 114 grams. The G10 is 120, and the all titanium is 121, so not that much difference. But let's just pick one of them as a representative of all of them. But before we do, let's have a closer look at how they each look. Very nice design. And the G10 version of course comes in different colors as well, and I'll go around each of them where there are individual differences. We can take the carbon fiber and start out with that. The blade is a nice satin finish, absolutely pristine, no markings whatsoever. Jimping here on top, very sharp out of the box, and that's satin finish. And if I should say anything about that, this is D2, and the speed blasted satin finish is actually not a very good idea with D2. D2 has a tendency to rust a little too easy, and I can show you actually an example of this. You can see on this blade it already had a little bit of rust. What you do with the steel when you bead blast it is in fact that you open the pores in the metal even more, so yeah, even more prone to rusting. And that's the thing, and that is why I am not that particularly fond of D2. It has nice features about hardness and so on, but it is very prone to rusting, and it is an issue, at least when I carry it in my pocket. Apparently a sweaty guy, so sometimes it just rusts by being in my pocket. So be aware of that. Let's go back to the carbon fiber, this beautiful carbon fiber with a texturing in the sort of milled lines in the carbon fiber. Try to go a bit closer. Can I do that? Yeah. Going to the back side, what they all look like is the middle clip, pocket clip, which doesn't take much material. Not a very good thing, but yeah, at least it doesn't do very much impressions on your hand. That's always something. And in this case, they mirrored the pattern on the carbon fiber on the back here. A nice touch, especially in a knife at around $75 to $80, and steel designation D2. Yeah, very beautiful. Difference to the G10, still the milling in the handle, but on the G10 version, a little bit cheaper. We have the same pocket clip, and it is a bit stiff. Same type of pocket clip, I should say, milled out. No pattern in this one, because apparently, I suppose it's a bit cheaper, so there wasn't room for doing the milling that is in the carbon fiber version. Last but not least, the sort of turtle look, as me and my friend is calling it. My friend being the one that sold me these knives quite cheaply, which I'm grateful for. And turning it around, same milled pocket clip, pattern mirrored on this side, and yeah, these are by no means small knives, and you should be aware of that if you have a smaller hand. I have a bit of extra at the end here, and I am a size 9.5 hand, so not a small knife, and by no means, and you must be aware of that. The ergonomics are actually very nice, and we have the very functional jimping on the blade. And if you noticed, this is without jimping, this version, but that's in fact because this was an older version of this knife. If you get them these days, they also come with the jimping. That should be the only difference between the new and the older version. And another difference is a lanyard hole here, which doesn't apply to the other ones. But basically, same design, same features. The action is actually absolutely amazing. It is smooth, the detent is crisp, and all of them drop shut, more or less. Not that just falls by its own weight, but a sort of hydraulic feel. Really nice knives. Beware of the size, as I said. Let's do a quick size comparison before we end this. Steel wheel cut jack, actually a bit smaller, and the cut jack is by no means a small knife. That gives you an idea, and maybe just something everybody knows, a lighter. Just very nice knives. I'm aware of the sort of controversy of the copies, but these actually do very well for themselves, and they are in a price range where I can sort of compete, which is not the case if you're talking about knives at 900 over to over $1,000. So definitely hard use knives in my opinion. Very nice slicers with the flat edge. Comes fit and finish impeccable with nice centering, all of them nicely rounded off, and yeah, that's about it. Definitely, if you want to go with some of the Chinese brands, Greenthorn is not a bad choice. And with this, I hope you have a nice day, evening, whatever it is in your country. Bye bye.